I'm back here doing a nice stream tonight. We're doing things a little different. I'm not playing Donkey Kong Country Returns, so I don't have to do the grind of getting the puzzles, beating those crazy secret levels that drive me insane. Tonight, we're actually going to be checking out a game called Cardiceo. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yes, this is going to be a fun, relaxing night, and this is actually really fun. And along with doing this stream, as you can see, I got that nice little picture down there of the creator, Chuck Sommerville. He is here to join us as well. And I'm just going to press this little button here, and you'll be hearing him soon. All right, so we have Chuck Sommerville here with us now in the stream. And I'm just going to put the screen full here. Whoops, not developer mode. All right.
Hello, I'm here.
All right. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. So now we've got your game on the screen here. I'm going. Well, this is of course the physical version. Well, you know what? We'll start off that first. He does have a physical version that can be purchased at thegamecrafter.com. I will be putting the links in the description of this video on YouTube for both where you can play it for free digitally and where you can get yourself a nice physical copy of this game as well. Right now it is $27.99. I believe that's USD, the American dollar. So there you can get the game there. You can play up to 2 to 6 people. Yeah, I would imagine playing by yourself wouldn't be too fun. Yeah, you can. It takes about 30 to 60
I
minutes to
suppose you
play through.
could, but I suppose you could, but I don't think the digital version actually lets you do that. I mean, you could, like, it's like playing some sort of really sad solitaire, but you could
Yeah,
probably do that.
yeah. Minimum age is 12 plus years. Yeah, I think that's minimum age, I believe. But yeah, so there's the website here. There's Chuck Somerville on the right on the web page. And yeah, if you don't know this already, he is the original developer. Well, the first and only developer. Well, I guess I wouldn't say the only developer. Maybe just for that platform of Chips Challenge, which was released on the Atari Lynx. There's been many ports of the game, and he did that one, the first and only, well, the first release of it. Okay.
Actually, credit where credit's due. We had quite a team when we did that. I mean, not a big team as in today's game standards, but there were, probably 6 to 10 level designers on it and probably 10 to 12 level testers.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I was really lucky because at the time that I worked on that project, a lot of resource became available at Epics, and I was able to finish that project in a record 10 weeks.
It's kind of funny because like I think I've already told you my way of playing the game was the Windows 3.1 version, and I know you don't like it because of the scrolling. Am I correct?
Yes, that is
Yeah,
because it feels jerky to me.
yeah.
So,
Well, that's where I started on it. I didn't really play much of the Lynx version, but hey, like it started there. That's the original version, and a lot of people are going to enjoy playing from that platform. So I'm going to say now I am on the BGA website, which is boardgamesarena.com. You can play Cardiceo. Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce that properly. Cardiceo
it's
for
correct.
free on their website, and it's by Niffler. That's your developer name, right?
That's the name of the indie studio that my friend Barn Cleve and I co-founded to produce Chuck's Challenge, which was the spiritual success for Chips Challenge. There were
That's right.
copyright issues using the name Chips Challenge at the time, so we came out with Chuck's Challenge.
Yes, and I know about that game. Yeah, I don't know if I own that on Steam yet or not, but I've actually wanted to give that a chance. Who knows? Maybe at some point we'll do another video with you on that. So
Okay.
I'm on the website here now, and you had originally wanted to well, you were going to invite me into a game. Is that what we're
Yeah,
doing
let's
now?
do that. Are you ready to start up?
I am ready to
Um,
start.
okay, so it's now waiting for you to join in the game.
All right, so yeah, as you can see at the bottom right of the screen, he has invited me, and all I have to do is click the good old join button. Now, of course, there's many different ways of playing this game as well. He has set up, we're in a friendly mode, which is no rankings, no time limit, no penalties, real time game. Okay, so and there's a choice of selecting how many cards you want to have per game. So he has selected 10 cards. You can also select 5 cards, which I believe is a more difficult way of playing, would you say?
No, no, it's just shorter.
It's just
Um,
shorter.
as you recall, we played. You and I played this earlier today, and we started with 10, and we actually whittled our way all the way down to one card each. But you can imagine if we had started at 5, the game would have taken about half as long. So
All
just a
right.
shorter game.
So I'm just going to press the go to game now, and we're going to get in there and get started. So yeah, I know you had mentioned to me when we were playing earlier today, and I wanted to get this out of the way. Hardcore mode, which is not available in the digital version, but I'm going to keep pressuring him to do that because it is a more difficult way of playing. And I'm going to tell you, Chuck, it kind of reminds me of Skippo a little bit. If you ever heard of that game.
I have not, but go ahead.
So you have all these cards out on the table, and well, it's hard to say, but you have to get rid of the cards that are in your hand, I guess you could say. Nobody else can see that part unless it's well. You have one card that's flipped over, so they have to keep trying to make sure you don't put that card that's being shown on top. There's a lot to go into it, but if you insist on seeing it, check out some videos or whatever. That game is pretty fun. So this kind of reminds me of that a little bit. This is more of a dice game, so it's a different take. But yeah, so if you're seeing everyone's cards, it's going to be you versus them and trying to make sure they don't put their cards out, and they're going to have to do the same to you too. So yeah, here we are, and I guess am I the first to roller? I guess so.
You are, but let me let me clarify what's on the screen a little bit
Sure.
for your viewers. So what we see in the middle of the board is a yellow, a blue, and a red dice, and the shapes of them are to indicate how many sides those dice have. If you're familiar with D&D, you know that a four-sided dice looks like a pyramid kind of. So that's what that yellow one is. It's a four-sided dice. And I put a 4 right on it to let you know it's a four-sided dice. The one in the middle, the blue one, that's an eight-sided dice, and that's what it would look like if you looked at it on end. And then the red one, that is a 12-sided dice. I'm not showing all the numbers, just the side that's up.
Mm-hmm.
So those represent a 4, an 8, and a 12-sided die.
Yeah. So
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. With the strategy there, of course, like if you have the number 12, yeah, we want to prevent him from getting that number out. And of course, yeah, there's many
Yeah,
ways you can add to that, but if those aren't,
we'll get into that.
yeah, we'll get into that. Why not? It's hard for me to
Yeah.
explain all this stuff. So I'm going to start the roll
Actually,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. And what are you trying to do here? What's your goal?
What's my goal?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
how do you win? Let's
oh,
explain that.
okay. Well, I'm trying to make sure that you don't get rid of your cards because if you do, well, you're gonna win. So I want to make sure I get rid of mine. So we're going to prevent that from happening. As you can see on the screen here, we've got 3, 2, and 5 as the dice. So now we look at my hand here, and you can use you can
You
kind
can
of
tell me what you have. It's okay. I won't take advantage of it.
okay, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is for the viewer at first, and then we can go on to something a little bit more strategic. So my hand here is I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, 11, 12, and 15. So,
We should probably say at this point there are 60 cards in the deck.
yeah.
There are 4 of each number, ranging from 1 to 15.
Mm. All right, so that's a good thing to know there. And yeah, now I have two of the eights there, and it doesn't really matter how many. Well, it does matter how many you have, but I mean, you have to also know too is you can only play one card per roll. So like if I was going to select 5 and 3,
Mm.
you can only select one eight.
Now, let me correct you there. So you can only use each dice once per play.
Yeah.
So if you had a 2 right now, you could also play that 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there it is right there. So I could just do that, and there we go. It's gone, and then I have no plays left. But sometimes you want to make sure, like, because if I'm using all that dice, you're going to be able to use all that dice on your turn, right?
I've always found it's better to get rid of a card than it is to try to prevent the other player from getting one. But if you have a choice of which dice you can use, for instance, if you had two different dice that had a 2 on it and you can only use one of them, then you want to stop and think about which one of the dice you're going to use.
Well, you know what? I do agree to the point there because like if you get more cards out, right? So
Yeah.
that's good. It does come in handy more strategically as well if you don't want you know you to pull out a card. But we'll see how it goes for this turn here. I'm getting rid of the two cards, 8 and 2,
Now it's my turn.
and now it's your turn. So you can explain what you're going to be doing. Blah blah blah.
Right. So I have a 2, a 7, and a 2. The total sum of those is 11. So the first thing I'm going to do is see, do I have an 11? Because I want to get rid of my highest card. And no, I don't. Spoiler. But I do have a 9. So now I have to think about this. So I can do that by using obviously the 7. Um, but I can choose between the red or the yellow 2. I'm going to choose the yellow one. Now here's why. And I'm gonna get rid of this 9 here. That red die now has a 2 on it. Now he can't use that red die on his turn. Well, he can't re-roll it. So this is the key thing about the game is any die that I play, that I use, the next player will be able to re-roll that die on their turn. By not using the red 2, he won't be able to roll that. So he'll be required to have it be a 2 on a 12-sided die on his turn. He'll re-roll the 2 and the 7. Now, that makes the numbers that he can roll much lower because if he could like roll a 10 on that red dice, then he could get to a much higher card. So I'm going to end my turn here, and now you'll see that he won't be able to roll that 2. Now,
Yep.
once he rolls, he'll be able to use the 2, but he can't re-roll it because I chose to not use that one instead of the yellow one.
Yeah, so that means on my side here now, there's a slimmer chance of me getting that 12, 15, or 11. Small chance.
Yes.
Because, yeah, I mean, you can always do the adding between the numbers as well. So if there's an 8 and a 4 there, then I could take it out. But, yeah, that 12 dice is always good to have if, it comes in handy. It makes it go quicker. So right now we have... Now you're able to use it, but yeah, you can't roll it if it's not been used, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now we have 6, 2, and 2. Now, okay, what can I do here? I could. Yeah, I think that's what I can do. That's pretty much about it. Well, actually, no. So I can select 2 and 2 and then get rid of the 4. But you know what? I'm going to be a little strategic here, okay? You did that to me. I'm going to do the same to you. Here we go.
Hey then.
Yeah. So now
So
that red die is there and it can't
it's
roll.
still stuck there. Yeah. Okay. So now my sum is 8. I don't have any 8s, but you know what? I can get rid of one of my 5s, and I can get rid of one of my 1s. Here we go.
And we're still stuck with that too. All right, let's see if that can end at some point. All right, well here's I guess that's going to end it now. Yeah, I think I will. We want to be able to change that at some point, so I'm going to do that. all of them together just to take out number 4. So I'm going to end
Right.
that, and now all the dice are available for him to use. Well, I mean, roll.
Okay. Yes. Um, okay, so now I can use the 4 and the 8 to get rid of my 12. And I can get rid of my 6. I got rid of 2 dice there. 2 cards, excuse me, 2 cards there.
All right, now it's my turn. Now I guess we should explain about what's going on the right side of the screen as well. I don't know if
Okay.
they can really see it too well because, well, it's kind of a small, but yeah, let's explain what's going on over there. All right, so um, I guess I can do it. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, down
See what you
below,
remember.
yeah, down below our icons there, you can see. I'll say it right off bat. The number of cards we have left. So yeah, just right beside the blue there, it says 6 for me, and right beside the blue there for him, it says 5. Um, what was the 4 star? What does that mean?
That's how many points you have towards winning. So you can see that they both sum up to 10, which is how many cards we started with.
Okay, all right. And then, of course, below that is a log of what we've done through the game. So that's always good to see as well. I mean, it's good for streaming. That way people can see what we've done. All right, so now it's my time to roll, and it looks like all are available. So now I have 2, 3, and 2. And
That 2 is back on the 12.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it because it might be a little more difficult to do. That's what I'm doing. So let's
All right.
take that out. So now we're at a
Okay.
tie.
Right. So 5 and 7 is 12. I don't have a 12. 2 and 5 is 7. I wish I had sevens. It looks like it says I have a play. Oh, I have a 5. That's all I have.
Mm.
Okay. So there we go.
And it looks like those dice are stuck. But do I have what it takes to use them? We'll see. Alright. I do. Alright. I'm going to use them all because the higher cards are always more difficult to get rid of. But I don't
Yep.
have it. That's right. Now I thought I was reading that wrong.
That
That's
was
fine.
10 there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 10. So that's not going
So
to
if you have a
work.
play, it says right above the dice whether or not you have a play.
Yeah, and I've already found the play, and it's just the one card, number 1. So it looks like that dice is staying for you.
It looks like you didn't actually play. You didn't click on the one before you ended your turn.
Oh no! Whoopsie
So it went
daisy.
back to me. It went back to me, and
Yeah.
here's what's going on. Mistake on his part, but it says that the previous player left all the dice unused. So it's giving me a choice. I can either use all 3 dice as they sit, or I can re-roll all of them. Now, these all do sum to 10, and I have a 10, so I'm going to keep them, and I'm going to use all 3 of them for a 10. Thanks.
Hey, no problem. Clumsy on my part. All right, so now I'm gonna press the roll button, and hopefully I can get rid of the card that I originally wanted to get rid of. Actually, I can go a little bit higher than that, which is good. So I'm going to use the 8 and the 4, press the 12 button this time, and end turn. And
Got that 2 back on the 12-sided.
yeah, well, that's stuck for you there. I got to get with the strategies now because you're winning
There
by
we go.
1.
2.
All right, yeah, 2 now. Okay, so I must roll, and let's see what I have available. I have no plays left. I think I'm about to lose this one. All right.
Oh. So again, it's giving me the choice to keep them or roll them. So I'm going to I'm just going to say I'm going to do a mental shortcut here. All the dice are even, and all my cards are odd, so I don't even have to check. I'm just going to roll them because I know I don't have a roll. So
All right.
okay, and I can get rid of this three. So I'm just going to ahead and tell you the last card I have left is a 15, and it's going to be really hard to get rid of. So you still have a chance.
I do. I do indeed. Just got to make sure that red one doesn't get flipped to give you an easier chance. But I
Yeah,
don't.
it's going to be a lot harder with the one on that 12 sided.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see how I go with this one here. Ah, well, see, this is where I want to make sure I can get that number out. So this is where we have to take that strategy. Do we want to do it or do we not? So I'm going to see what I can
You're
get
down
rid of
three
here.
cards. I would get rid of any card you can.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna.
trust that it's hard for me to get that 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do and see. Like I don't know if that's gonna help you or not. Hopefully you don't get it. And there you go. Right? Is it?
No, I don't. I have no plays. So there you
Okay.
go.
All
I'm going to
right.
keep my rolling.
I just wanted to say, hey Andy, welcome to the stream here. Obviously, we're doing a little something different tonight, more relaxing. I'm actually really enjoying this right now. So yeah, we're playing some Cardiceo, and our guest here is Chuck Sommerville, who is the creator of this game. The name of the game, I don't think I announced that, was your wife, right? She's the one who named it,
Yes,
right?
that's correct. My wife, Jennifer, came up with the name.
All right, so I'm going to press the roll button here and see what we have on the screen. And I might take my chances on this one. I might. Because I think you said your last card was a 15, right?
Oh, yeah. Get rid of that 15 if you can.
Yeah, gotta get rid of that. Okay, so now it's your turn.
And I
Oh,
still have to
yeah,
play.
you're. It's close. It's close, man. Yeah, you only needed was a 1. All right. So, I do. And this might make it harder on you now, too. There we go. Now we're both
Uh,
with one card left. We're,
if you look at that, those two dice have a 15 on them, but I have to roll them. I can't keep them.
oh,
Oh
okay.
no, you left those. That's right. You didn't use them. So
Yeah.
I didn't roll them. Those were the ones you didn't use.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That,
there's the end of the play
there's the
right
end of
there.
the. Yeah, I didn't play that one well. All right. Oh well. That's good. Yeah, but I like this, right? Because everybody's given a chance to win. So nobody's going to be like feeling bad. All right, let's go on to the next round and everything's going to be good.
You
So,
gonna play again?
oh, you for sure. Yeah, we might do a couple
Okay.
before we head off. So, where do
Okay.
I go again? Play again or
So
what?
just wait for me to
Oh,
start the game up again because
okay.
I'm kind of hosting here.
Okay. And this
So
is now
I'm gonna
online.
hit Cardiceo again, and we're going to put it into normal mode. Do you want to play 10 or 5?
What would you suggest? What do you feel like doing? Do you want to at least try a 5? Maybe we can do 2
Yeah,
games.
we'll play 5, and
All right.
we'll okay. Go ahead and join the game.
All right. Where do I do that now? Because it hasn't prompted up for me. I guess play again. Is that what I press?
No, let me help you here. If you look along the top bar of your browser window, excuse me, there's a little yellow icon toward the right, should be, that looks like a little table with 4 chairs around it.
All right. Well, I think I got to get it to full screen mode, maybe.
No,
Uh,
you shouldn't have. Well, maybe,
yeah,
I don't know what you can see.
yeah. I'm not seeing anything. I'll go back to the
If
main
you
site.
refresh the screen, it'll probably come up.
There it is. Okay. So now I'll just press the join. Yeah, I just went back to the home page. All
Not a
right.
problem.
There we go. And now we can go into the game. And now we have 5 cards instead of 10.
Right, the
But
short version.
but still no
And you get to
hardcore
go
mode.
first.
All right, all right. Let's do this now. This is very slim pickings here. I'll tell you that. I well, it's not showing me that I have anything that I can get rid of, can I? It doesn't look
Above the
like.
dice, it should
Oh,
say
I
whether
gotta
or not
roll
you
the
have a
dice.
play.
Okay, sorry. I was paying
Oh, that's
attention.
right. You always you can't start with that 4, 8, and 12. That's for sure.
Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. All right, so I do have a play here. I have a couple of plays here, but I'm going to always go for the higher card. That's what I want to do. And make sure to always click the card too that you want to get rid of, unlike what I did in the last game. All right, so here we go. And now it's his turn.
Okay.
So I have four cards
So,
left.
boy, I wish I had a 15 right now, but I don't. It'd be a good time to get rid of a 15. But you know what? I can get rid of a 14.
And here's the other thing too that we forgot to mention in the display in the on the right side. It says I'm from Canada and you're from America, so I'll just get that out of there
Right?
too. All
Okay.
right. So now, let's see what I can get rid of, and it looks like nothing because I have to roll first, and I keep forgetting. Okay, and it looks like pretty much the same as it was before, anyways. So I can only get rid of one card here, and that is it. So I'm going to end it, and now it's your roll. That
And it says I have a play. So I'm going to get rid of my. Oh, no. I'm going to get rid of my 7 here.
all right. So now we're still on. Well, we both have three cards left. So now I press the roll button again and see if there's anything. It says I have a play, and I do. I do know which one. And then we can remember the one that I didn't roll will stay down. So I press the
Nice.
end turn, and now he has dice he can roll, and one stays the same.
Okay. So I got to tell you, that 12 is actually hurting me a little bit because my highest card right now is an 8. So that
Ooh.
12 is dead to me.
Oh, you mean it quite literally, eh? That 12 is dead to you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good term of that. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna press the roll button here, and I have no plays left. So it looks like it's still
Oh,
your go. Let's see.
and none of those dice are useful for me, so I'm going to re-roll them.
Oh, that's right, and that's what happens when you can't use them. You can have the choice of keeping or rolling.
Yeah.
So there we
So,
go.
um, there we go. We got an 8.
And then we'll go back to the main page for the game itself too, and talk about some of the things there. Mention how many times the game has been played because there's a crazy number there. All right,
Yeah.
I have
Also, I want to point out on that right-hand side where you were showing the score,
yeah.
my name has the number 151 on it. That's my global ranking. Um, so ranking, the number goes up if you have a higher ranking. And yeah, you have a 1, but you haven't played very many games, so that's not not unusual.
Yeah, it's not
That's actually
unusual.
how many points you've won in it. Okay, so oh look, I get to roll again. So and okay, so the card I have left is a 1, and
Yeah.
there's no way to add to a 1. So if I can't roll a 1, I'll never get rid of that card.
Yeah, here we are, eh? So I have no use of any of these cards, so I'm gonna do a roll as well. Okay,
Well,
so
you better use that 1, or I'm going to use it.
well, you know what I'm gonna do. There we go. All
Right?
right, so we're now both on one card. We've got rid of a total of four cards. That's our score, right?
Yep.
All right, cool, cool. Now I got it. Okay,
My
so
turn
then,
again.
yep. I'm not. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because I have the card to get rid of.
All right.
There we go.
In the game.
So that is that of that round. Do you want to do one more 10 or what?
Um, so it shows here that you have a score of 43 now. Look at that. You see that?
Yeah, and on my screen, I just got a new trophy, first victory. So that's pretty
All right.
cool. I got 4 XP on it. So,
So my score was at 151, is now dropped down to 136 because I lost to you.
oh boy. Well, it looks like you're gonna have to win the next one, right? And
Yeah,
then,
but we wanted to go back and look at another screen. Remember that?
yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll finish off the stream with the last game. So I'm gonna go, I guess, return to the main site,
Yeah.
and
You'll have to
then
find the screen.
oh, there it is, and
And
yeah, because I favorited the game, so it's gonna stay there. Oh, it's looking for players. Okay, so
oh, don't start a game. No.
okay,
Click game.
yep, I'm there. I'm on the main page here now. So here's Cardiceo. This is basically the main page for the game. It gives you a lot of information here. So what should we start off with?
Well, you can see your ELO ranking there in the middle. That's your ranking.
So that's my all-time ranking for this game at 43. All right.
And if you scroll down, you can look at some information about what the worldwide rankings and the best players in the world, what their scores are.
Mozo Gozo is the reigning champion from Israel, and then Big Bali from Czechia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Chechia. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It's not our language, I guess. Okay. So and then under that we've got the game information. Of course, that would be Chuck Sommerville is the designer who is in this stream right now, and you can see the picture of him just below. And the artist is Barn Cleaves. So is he a personal friend of yours?
Yeah, Barn and I co-founded Niffler Games, which put out the Chuck's Challenge game.
Awesome.
And in fact, Barn did do the card artwork. Both the front and back sides of the cards were done by Barn.
Yeah, people can see that right here on the other right side of the screen. There's some images of the actual physical game. And so this game was made in 2016, was it? Yeah.
That was when, yeah, I think that was when it was published on GameCrafter. Yeah, I think I might have actually been playing it earlier. I remember I made a version by hand and I took it to Burning Man, and it was pretty well received there.
And the game has been developed by Chesled. Is that how you pronounce your
That's
nickname?
that's kind of my in-game name, Chiseled. It's
Chiseled. Okay.
pronounced
Yeah, we want to do
Chiseled.
it like in a developer hacker type of name, right?
Hmm.
And of course, the number of games that have been played are 140,583. Holy crap, that's a lot. And then again, it explains the game itself. Number of players that can be you can play with is from 2 to 6. Game duration is about 3 minutes long, and the complexity, yeah, it's not very hard. That's I guess this gives some good information on how
Yeah.
this
It's meant to
game
be a
is.
relaxing game.
It really is, and I kind of enjoy that because if I went back to Donkey Kong Country Returns tonight, I can guarantee I wouldn't have been happy. So this is fun. Oh, it actually says it's been available since August 19th of 2021. So that's, I guess, the date you put this on the site, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and let's see if there's anything. Also, excuse me for the coughing.
Oh, yeah,
Since
sorry.
this is being played on Board Game Arena, in order for it to be on Board Game Arena, I also had to write the digital version, which I did because Board Game Arena makes um, a, a, an IDE available for developing games on it. So I had to write both the client side JavaScript version of that and the server side PHP script for this to be on there. Also, since it's on Board Game Arena, this also gets played in tournaments. So there are ongoing tournaments. It looks like there have been so far 18 seasons of the tournaments. So yeah, it does get quite a bit of play.
Yeah, I gotta say, I feel really relaxed now. This is a good game. When I played with you earlier, I was quite happy that this was going to be the stream tonight. I'm going to tell you, this is an addictive game. Um, you know what? I feel that it's great for the family too, because then there's games like Uno, and people are just picking up cards. They're just going to keep on picking up. And sure, you're going to lose in this game, but there's always a chance to win. So that's something that's I like about this game.
Yep.
So that's cool. All right, so you know what? We're going to do one last game, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
So
Let me set that up for you. Hang on.
sure, no problem.
Did you want to do 5 or 10 cards this time?
We'll do the 10.
5 again?
We'll do 10.
We'll do the full 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Do the full 10 cards. Okay, the
And
game is set up and ready to go. Go ahead and join when you can. Here we go.
would you like
Maybe we'll
to
play fat. We'll play faster now since we've gone through all the rules.
mention you play this game often with friends and stuff like online and that, do you?
Yeah, we play on Board Game Arena. I usually play like every Friday night. I get together with some friends on Board Game Arena. We'll play for a couple hours, and this is a favorite because it's so fast.
Yeah, it's I find it really good and relaxing, and I think it would be really hard when you're playing with a lot more people. So maybe there would be a little temper in there for those for those larger games. So I'm looking at my screen here, and I've got nothing. He's not going to know what cards I have, so I'm going to select that, and he has only one dice he can roll. So there we go. Let's see what
So
he's
let's
going to
get
do.
rid of the 12. Let's get rid of the 6. Let's get rid of the 2.
And then
There we
again, it gives me the chance to rule all three because he used them. So let's go. Alright, so we got a 2, 2, and a 9. And I can actually use that. So that's what I'm going to do. And it gives him the chance to use that red die. Except for the 2. The yellow dice.
Okay.
Out of the question.
So I don't have a 12, but I can get rid of the 7, and I can get rid of 5.
And now he's got more chances of winning. Alright, so his score is obviously higher. He's got rid of 5 cards, and I've got rid of 2. So I gotta pick this up a little bit here. I guess I want to press the roll button first because I can't use that die.
I've been really lucky. That's not skill.
Alright, so yeah, I can't use any. Oh, wait, I might be able to here. Alright, I think I can. I'm not very good with my math here, so, if people are watching this, don't pick on me, alright? I think that's it? Nope, I got my math wrong. 9 and 5.
Yeah, you left it unplayed.
Yeah, whoopsies.
So it I do want to point out it's important when you're playing to always look above the dice because it will always tell you whether or not you still have a play left. So
Yeah, and I'm going to
and
say this now too because, like I said, I'm not very good with math. I don't care if this is
uh
adding or whatever, subtraction. Make sure you get the math right because if you put that card down and it's wrong, you got no go with it. So you'll have to
well,
wait
if
for
the
your
card
next
doesn't
turn.
slide up, then you can't play it. So
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Well, there you go. He told you that, and that's how it is. So I got it wrong. All right. Okay. So now we've got 2, 4, and 6, which means I could. No, I couldn't say that. No. I am going to get rid of that. And I guess. Oh, yeah, you can't do that? I can't remember.
You can play a 4 if you have one.
Oh, yeah, not a 4. No, you're doing. I'm sorry. I was doing the adding with the cards again, and you can't do
Oh
that.
yeah,
One card
it's a
per
very
die.
common problem. In fact, it's such a problem that in the printed version, there's actually a thing in the rules that reminds you can't add the cards.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that comes
so
in a
many
lot of
people,
games. Yeah.
yeah, but it's really easy to get confused on that. So yeah,
All right. Now it's my roll, and he has 3 cards, and I still have 7. I gotta say, there's a good chance I'm not gonna take this, but who knows? If you got a high number there, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna take this one though, because I gotta get rid of that.
Ooh, nice. Nicely done.
Yeah, there we go. You still have 3 cards left though. Let's see how it goes. You might
Huh.
take those points away that I took
Oh,
from
look at
you.
that. It says I have a play left, and I didn't see it, but now I do. There we go.
All right, so you had a 15, did you?
I
Oh,
did. Now I don't.
all right. So, yep, I got to take the chances on this one too. Get rid of those high cards. All
Absolutely.
right,
Whoa, nice.
because the lower cards usually are easier to get rid of, I guess. Well,
Well, the
yeah.
1 and 2 can be hard, but
Oh, there's always a chance to get a 1 or a 2, right? Because all the dice have
yeah,
that number. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, oh, do I want to keep this? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna keep it because I'm gonna get rid of another
Oh,
high card, and
all right.
I had 2 of those.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done.
So I guess I press the end turn, and that card
Unless it says you
is
still have a
gone.
play left.
There we go. All right, so he took the 6 on that. Okay, now it's time for my roll, and let's see what I can do with this one. All right.
Oh, you have 4 options, and I only have
Nope,
one.
no
So,
plays left. I got to keep paying attention to that. It says up there. Okay, so it's your turn. Yeah, you're.
okay. So, unfortunately for you, I'm going to keep these because that 2 and the 4 match my 6, and that ends
Oh.
the game for me.
Okay, well you are the winner of that one. It looks like my ranking still stays in place, but you still won. And you know what? I got to tell you, it's been total fun and joy playing this game tonight. I'm really happy to have you here, part of this stream. Hopefully, I can join you and your friends on a Friday night. We'll maybe possibly do a stream of that as well, to see how
Sure.
those games are with more people. But yeah, thank you for being part of this again.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to be on your stream. I appreciate that.
And we'll look back at the website too, just share with people where they can buy the physical copy again. So again, you can get it from thegamecrafter.com/games/Cardiceo, and I will put that in the description on YouTube, along with getting playing the game for free on BoardGameArena.com. Now, of course, there's a big address on that, so I'm just gonna put that in the display. So yeah, there you go.
So, shout out to Board Game Arena. Cardiceo is not the only game on it. There are hundreds and hundreds of classic board games available in Board Game Arena. I really love it as a platform. When we play on Friday nights, we'll play as many as 6 games in 2 hours on that platform.
Well, I got another trophy. Cool, esteemed. Reached 80 karma points. I don't know what I did. But yes, I'm gonna actually showing the website here. Okay, online board. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of trophies. Let's get through that. So yeah,
Nice.
on the main site here, like he had said, you have many choices of many different games. You've got the search bar. If there's a game that you're looking for that you're aware about is on the site, you can use that. There's the news, community, forums, but of course the most important one is games. And at the top, because I've already played it, it's play again. You have that selection there, and then of course all the games that are suggested, BGA, the latest games on BGA, popular now. Yeah, you got a bunch of different games you can select from. So that's pretty cool. So I got to ask you this too because I'm kind of new to this website. Do you have to pay for any games on here?
Yes. So if you notice, you might see some of them have a little yellow icon on them with a little
Yeah.
meeple on it. So those are called premium games, and you have to have a premium account to play those games, or somebody in your party has to have that so they can start the game.
And that's interesting
Um,
because I'm looking at Catan right here.
yeah. So those are the ones that's how they make their money, obviously, because it's, they have a pretty active website. They have to make money some way. Most of the people in my game group actually do have premium accounts because we like it so much.
So it's subscription based, is it?
It is subscription
Yeah.
based, yes.
Yeah, see, yearly subscription, $4 a month, which isn't too bad. Monthly subscription is $6 and 90 cents, I guess. Canadian. Okay, so at least it has the Canadian on there, but I know that, if I start getting more viewers, most of them will come from your country. All right, well, that's cool. And yeah, I think we're going to end the stream here, but I thank you again, Chuck Sommerville, for joining this stream. Thank you for a lot of the work you've done with video games, this here. And there is one thing I forgot to mention. He does do work with, what is it, LED lights and stuff like that, funky stuff.
LEDs, building LED art.
And
Yeah.
you've done Fireman, right?
Burning Man.
Burning
Yeah.
Man, sorry.
So Burning Man is kind of a festival out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Real burners don't like calling it a festival, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I
So we go out there and we rough it out there in the desert and see amazing things and go to amazing parties and share things together. It's a whole community.
all right. Well, thanks again. And yeah, hope to play maybe another round of this in a stream at some point, or if you're working on any games, I'm not sure if you're doing that stuff anymore. We'll do a video on that too.
Okay, thanks.
All right. And to you, the viewers, I give you a salute. Thank you for watching, and I hope you check this game out. I'm going to say sayonara and bye for now.